Hey guys, today we're going to talk about repositioning multifamilies. So here at KeyGlee, we love to wholesale multifamily properties because they're a great way for investors to get cash flow or to do a fix and flip. So how do you reposition multifamily? The first thing to do is establish what the market rents are for a building. So Rent-O-Meter is a great place to take a look. Also, if you look at Zillow, current for rents in that specific area will give you a great understanding of what rents are going for in that specific area for that specific type of property. Once you've established what those rents are, you want to look at your current leases and figure out if your tenants are actually paying market rent or if your building is under rented. If your building is under rented, you're going to want to increase those rents. So the first thing you're going to do is take a look at the lease terms and see, are your tenants in longer term lease or are they in month-to-month situations? If your tenants are month-to-month, you can approach them with a rent increase. Right? We are not living in a rent control state here in Arizona, so rents can increase to market standards. There's no specific percentage that you can go up. Now, if your tenant cannot sustain a rent increase, you're going to want to serve notice and go through the process to vacate the property. Once the property is vacant, you're going to want to look at what type of improvements you can do to actually generate a higher rent or increase the value of the building. Now, this is multifamily, guys. The type of improvements aren't the same as the type of improvements you would do in a single family resident for retail sale. In multifamily improvements, we typically see converting evac coolers to ACs, changing out flooring, fresh coats of paint, changing out toilets. Really, it's just simple stuff to freshen up the property. Now, once you've done that, you're going to want to look at some creative ways of leasing up your property. Now, what are some creative ways to lease up a property? Well, in order for you to increase the net operating income of a property, you're going to want to look at different types of programs that are going to pay a higher rent than your market standard. Programs such as the VA, Section 8, or community outreach programs tend to have a higher rent, somewhere around 20% above market rents, to entice investors to actually have those as those types of properties. So we found that veteran housing is a great way to really get an extra 20% on your building. So if you're interested in really increasing the property value, if you're fixing and flipping your multifamily and you're trying to reposition for that purpose, creative lease ups are the way to do it.